Welcome to RSS DI TV 2020. I am Dr. Shahu Ingole and you are watching me on RSS DI TV brought to you by OCAD. Today I am honored to have with me an eminent personality and renowned consulting physician, academician, researcher from Tirpur, the prestigious Dr. B.C. Rai Awardee, the Vice President, Indian Red Cross Society, Tamil Nadu, Dr. B.A. Muruganathan sir. Sir is the Professor, Tamil Nadu, Dr. MGR Medical University, Governor, American College of Physicians, India chapter. Welcome to the show, sir.
Yes.
So, sir, based on your recent talk in RSSDI 2020, I would like to know why do we need to vaccinate our patients with diabetes mellitus?
Actually, now the adult immunization is a very neglected subject and interesting subject because of the growing age. People in pediatric age group they do the vaccination, but not in adults. And especially, it is more important for diabetics because infections and illnesses may make blood glucose management more difficult. Even if you manage diabetes well, it is harder for the immune system to fight infection. They are at the risk of more serious complications compared to people without diabetes. Some illnesses like influenza can raise blood glucose to dangerously high level and increase risk of community acquired pneumonia due to the worsening of existing comorbid conditions like cardiovascular and kidney disease. Individuals with diabetes are 6 times more likely to be hospitalized and 3 times more likely to die from complications of influenza or pneumonia than those in general population who are without diabetes. It is a vicious cycle. Hyperglycemia causes decreased immune function. Decreased immune function causes increased susceptibility to infection. And then infection again leads to hyperglycemia. So infection results in uncontrolled hyperglycemia, which in turn causes further aggravation of infection. That is why people with diabetes have higher rates of hepatitis B than the rest of the people. And they are also at the increased risk of death from pneumonia, bacteremia, and meningitis. That is why, all the more reason, we must immunize diabetic patients.
So, sir, what are your recommendations for the vaccination of a patient with diabetes mellitus?
Actually, any diabetic patient, just like other ordinary normal people, they should take all adult vaccination. See, adult vaccination, I told you, it is an interesting subject, but ignorant subject. It is most physicians as well as the patients ignore that. So, diabetic patients, they should take all the vaccines which are recommended to adults. In 2014, when I was the president of the API, I released a book on adult immunization recommendations. So all the vaccines they should take the diabetic patients, but mainly 5 vaccines. We call it as big five vaccines. What are those vaccines? One is flu vaccine every year to protect against seasonal flu. Pneumococcal vaccines to protect against serious pneumococcal disease. Hepatitis B vaccine to protect against hepatitis B. Tdap vaccine to protect against tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis. And zoster vaccine to protect against shingles for 60 years or older. These are very important because flu vaccine, every year the flu vaccines changes, the circulating antigens changes. And pneumococcal, especially for our diabetic patients, very important because they may develop pneumonia and then they may develop complications due to pneumonia. So to prevent that, we have to give the pneumococcal vaccine. Hepatitis B vaccine because we are using blood glucose monitoring, we are using the needles, we are handling many patients with the same instrument, so it's always better. The word about Tdap vaccine, the Tdap vaccine, Tdap is at least once in a lifetime after your childhood vaccine. And every 10 years once you should give diphtheria and tetanus. It's called TD vaccine till lifelong. So Tdap vaccine once in lifetime and TD, diphtheria, tetanus once in 10 years. Of course, zoster vaccine after 60 years. And these vaccines will definitely protect for further complication and reduce the hospitalization and prevents death.
So, sir, what is your final key take-home message to the practicing physician and diabetologist watching this show as far as the vaccination or adult vaccination is concerned, particularly in patients with diabetes mellitus?
As I told you, every diabetic patient should have a chart. When you go to diabetologist, they are very good in maintaining the records. Those records will have all sorts of messages like what food you have to take, what exercise you have to take, what medicines you take, insulin when you take, all that. I request all the diabetologists to have a column for vaccination status so that you know whether the patient has got vaccinated, what was the last day he vaccinated. Uh, for example, somebody who's diabetic who did not have pneumococcal vaccine, if the vaccination status is there, we can give. So normally we give PCV 13 first, and then after 12 months we give polysaccharide vaccine 23. The PPSV 23, sometimes the people take, and after 65 years they must take again. So unless we have the record, we may not know what vaccine he has taken, what he has not taken. So having a record is very good, very important. And all the diabetic paramedical staff, counselors, dietitians, all of them should be aware about the vaccination schedule for diabetes. And even if they don't ask, you must tell the patient you should take these vaccines whenever they visit for any problem when they have. And you will have to have a chart hanging in your clinic outside, just like the protocols for children. You have to have a protocol for diabetic patients. What are the vaccines you must give, and what are the vaccines you must take, so that you must also spend some time to advise them. Apart from this 5 major big vaccines which I said, hepatitis A can be given in a particular area where there is vulnerable. Human papilloma virus for especially girls, ladies. Then measles, mumps, rubella, MMR should also be used. Meningococcal, especially if you're a diabetic patient, you are going to hostel or a pilgrimage or in your prison. All these people should, and men with men, homosex, these people should have meningococcal vaccine. And pneumococcal, I have already said. And varicella vaccine, if possible, you can give. And HIV, Haemophilus influenza type B, if there is any susceptibility with high risk group, we should give. So these are the vaccines we must give. And in a strategy to improve the rate of vaccination is a multidimensional. In the clinic setup, diabetologist, dietitian, diabetic educator, pharmacist, psychologist, all the other members of the diabetic care team should use this message and educate them and give them educational material in the local language. And the challenges are lack of knowledge, poor public health and private infrastructure for vaccine delivery, because you should have a proper vaccine delivery. You should have a proper refrigeration, then cold chain, and a lack of availability of vaccine. Sometimes you advise vaccine, it is not there. Now I am very happy. COVID has taught so many lessons. Now, because of the COVID, everybody is interested to know what vaccine we should give for COVID. So the vaccine concept has now become very popular because of COVID. So people, when they come, even in the COVID season, the adults who are diabetic, if they come, if they can have influenza and pneumococcal, it is good. It is not going to prevent COVID. Definitely, by taking influenza vaccine or pneumococcal vaccine, it is not going to prevent COVID. But when they have complications because of COVID, pneumonia and all, that can be prevented. So WHO also and other international agencies also says, especially in these COVID times, it is vulnerable people, high-risk people should take influenza and pneumococcal vaccine. And because of the high cost, some people are not taking. So challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. So I think all of you who are watching, should make sure first the charity begins at home, they say. So you start giving vaccination to your own family members, mother-in-law, father-in-law, brothers, and then you go to the neighboring people. And then in the community level also, you give a speech about the importance of vaccination. And also you have a diabetic chart. So you popularize adult immunization, and more than anything, as we are now practicing, proper hygiene, proper water, hand washing, then mask, physical distancing, and then sanitation, all are very important in these COVID times, especially for diabetic patients to prevent any infection, including COVID. And a good nutritious diet, exercise, meditation, good sleep, very important. And meditation, yoga, and breathing exercise will help the diabetic patients to prevent not only COVID, all the other infections. So take care and also take care of others. So if you are not taking any injection, please, you also first go back and take the injection. That is my message. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your views on adult vaccination, particularly in patients with diabetes mellitus, and joining us on RSSDI TV brought to you by OCARD. Thank you so much.